So practical, so practical. So when you think about life in the 60s, there are all sorts of objects that absolutely epitomise the time. And I know it's an overused word, but I think you can genuinely describe some of them as iconic. Antiques and collectibles expert Charlie Ross has been in search of some of his favourite 60s objects, and he's kicking off with just about the most celebrated of them all, the Mini.
In the 60s, the Mini was the thing. Flighty, yet functional. Small, but roomy. And to think that I had one. And how did this national treasure come into existence? Well, it was born from the petrol shortages of the late 1950s. And BMC, the British Motor Corporation, wanted to produce a new car, a new small car that was very economical. So they commissioned Alec Issigonis to come up with an idea, and he did. And this is it, the Mini. The first one was produced in 1959. And yes, it was small, but it had lots of legroom.
Earl's Court. New this year at the Motor Show is the Morris Mini Minor.
When the Mini first came out, it was priced at just under £500, but it wasn't an instant success. And so the BMC marketing boys had a cunning plan. They lent about 80 Minis to various celebrities up and down the country. And of course, it soon took off. And then everybody was driving a Mini, from royalty to riffraff. So how did Alec Issigonis manage to make such a small car that had so much room? It's huge. Bags of legroom, lots of storage, 4 seats.
You don't believe it, do you? Ah, but wait. Wait until you step inside the Morris Mini Minor. There's so much room for 4 people, and so much parcel space. Everything stows away so neatly and easily. 4 happy people in a big, big little car.
Under the bonnet lies the answer. He took a traditional engine and turned it round 90 degrees.
Its engine across the frame, a novel, appealing feature.
And there we have it, the transverse engine. Must have taken a foot or 2 feet off the length of the car without affecting the size of the cockpit. The only problem I had was with the distributor cap. If you went through a big puddle, the water whooshed up and the car stopped. So you always had to have a large plastic bag at the ready to wrap over the cap in wet weather. There was one other thing, of course, the fan belt. Occasionally my fan belt went, but that didn't prove to be much of a problem. If you had a compliant girlfriend with a nice pair of tights, they worked just as well. Well, you may have noticed, this isn't just a Mini. This is a Mini Cooper. Not just a Mini Cooper, it's a Mini Cooper Sprint, which is a Mini Cooper that has been reduced in height by about 3 inches. So there we have it. Not just a great car of the 60s, but one of the great cars of all time.